If you're looking for the top 10 motherboards for Ryzen 9 5900X in this year, you are at the right place. In this video, we're going to show you the top-rated motherboards for Ryzen 9 5900X available on Amazon today. We reviewed literally dozens of products, and we made this list based on a number of factors including the features of the product, value for the money, and the reputation of the manufacturer. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. We even read countless reviews from actual users. If you choose from this list, you can be sure that you'll buy one of the best products available today. So make sure to check the product links below in the description. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have ASUS AmTough Gaming X570 Plus. ASUS is known for offering multiple lineups of computer components like ASUS ROG, ASUS Strix, and ASUS TUF, where ASUS TUF offers some of the best entry-level options, including a fairly versatile and feature-rich motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X. The ASUS TUF Gaming X570 Plus motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is present in the first position in this article since this is one of the most versatile and feature-rich options in its class. To ensure that you get enough connectivity options on this motherboard, it relies on the full-size ATX form factor. As a result, you can use this motherboard along with AMD 3rd Gen 5000 series and AMD 2nd Gen 3000 series processors. Because it uses a high-end AMD X570 chipset, this motherboard uses a cooling fan for the motherboard chipset. One of the best things about this motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is that it offers superb memory support thanks to its 4 memory slots. Moving on to the next at number 2 with MSI MPG X570 Gaming Plus. While buying a motherboard for your next computer build, you should also consider MSI and its offerings since it offers both high-end as well as highly affordable options like the motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X stated here. MSI's MPG X570 Gaming Plus motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is present in the second position in this listicle, as this is the most affordable option given here, making it the perfect option for buyers on a tight budget. Unlike what you would expect from such an affordable option, it still includes a full-size ATX form factor. Not only that, but it also includes the high-end AMD X570 motherboard chipset and the AMD The number 3 position is held by Gigabyte X570 Aorus Elite. Gigabyte and its computer components are another viable options for all those who want something versatile in terms of features without paying a premium for the same, which is also true for its motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X given here. This Gigabyte X570 Aorus Elite motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is present in the third position in this article because this is one of the best motherboards for its given price tag, since you get similar functionality and features as more expensive options. Starting with the form factor of this Gigabyte motherboard, you will be glad to know that it is a full-size ATX motherboard. Next at number 4, we have ASUS ROG Strix X570E Gaming ATX. ASUS and its lineup of ROG computer components are known to offer some of the more premium, yet highly powerful options which can be great for building high-end PCs, including its motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X mentioned here. The ASUS ROG Strix X570E Gaming motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is one of the best options for those who do not have any budget restrictions and want something made for high-end performance. Another superb feature of this AMD motherboard by ASUS is that you get 8x SATA ports along with 2x NVMe to help you get the most out of these SSD slots. This motherboard supports PCIe Gen 4 SSD drives for excellent performance. The number 5 position is held by MSI MEG X570 Unify motherboard. Apart from offering highly affordable and entry-level motherboards for Ryzen 9 5900X, MSI also offers much more expensive and high-end motherboards which still happen to offer an amazing value for money to the user. MSI's MEG X570 Unify motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is the best value for money option given here thanks to its superb overclocking performance, connectivity options, and much more without having a premium price tag. To begin, you will be glad to know that this MSI motherboard uses the full-size ATX form factor. The number 6 position is dominated by Gigabyte X570 Aorus X. Gigabyte also offers much more expensive and highly premium options for those who want a flagship motherboard for using along with a flagship processor like the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X while having the best possible overclocking performance and connectivity options. This Gigabyte X570 Aorus Xtreme motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X is the best performing option if you want the absolute best performance when it comes to overclocking your processor, which is to be expected at such a premium price tag. Unlike most other motherboards for Ryzen 9 5900X, This one features a much larger eDex form factor for better connectivity options. Moving on to the next at number 7 with ASUS ROG Strix B550. When it comes to white clean builds, with beautiful white and silver heatsinks paired with ASUS's Aorus sync lighting and the redesigned ROG logo, the ASUS ROG Strix B550 a gaming is the Snow White of all motherboards. Coming up with a VRM of 12 plus 2 power stages, ASUS has combined high and low side MOSFETs to deliver one of the best motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900X. The ASUS ROG Strix B550 a gaming uses high-quality thermal pads and massive but beautiful heatsinks to dissipate as much heat as possible to cool down all this power. In terms of storage, ASUS has provided us with 2 Xtreme, 2 sockets supporting PCIe 4.0 for maximum transfer speeds alongside 6 SATA to cool down all these transfer rates. The ASUS ROG Strix B550 a gaming comes with dedicated heatsinks for the M.2 SSDs so they can keep operating at maximum performance. The ASUS ROG Strix B550 a gaming comes with 4 Xtreme slots for DDR4 RAM supporting speeds up to 5100. The number 8 position is held by Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro V2 to fully support the Ryzen 9 5900X. The Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro V2 has the best power design, consisting of 12 plus 2 phases with 50 DRM. The Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro can single-handedly take on any Ryzen CPU with this power. Alongside power, unparalleled performance is also Gigabyte's game, with 4 Xtreme slots. The Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro V2 can support up to 128 GB of RAM with speeds capable of 5400 ms. Gigabyte has also coupled the DDR4 RAM with PCIe 4.0 x 16 slots and Gen 4.0 M.2 sockets, providing faster speeds, more slot signal stability, and ultimately becoming the best motherboard for Ryzen 9 5900. Next at number 9 we have ASUS ROG Crosshair Roman 8 Dark Hero. When it comes to pricey motherboards, the name ASUS always comes up, and with their ASUS ROG Crosshair Roman 8 Dark Hero, ASUS has set the standard quite high, with a heavy price tag of roughly $400. We've chosen it as the finest X570 motherboard for the Ryzen 9 5900X, coming in with a VRM design of 14 plus 2 power stages, each rated at 90 amps. The ASUS ROG Crosshair Roman 8 Dark Hero is one buffed mother. ASUS has changed the game this time by using a passive chipset heatsink, which helps drive heat away for optimal performance. The top of the board is, like always, covered in heatsinks and high conductivity thermal pads, reducing the risk for high temperatures. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Gigabyte B550 Aorus. This budget-friendly Gigabyte B550 Aorus Pro is furnished by Gigabyte with a definitive focus, and that's power and performance by keeping it no frills. With consistent and reliable performance in innumerable benchmarks, we can confidently mark it as the best budgeted option for a Ryzen 9 5900X. To fully maximize the potential and power of Ryzen 9 5900X, Gigabyte has integrated a digital VRM consisting of 12 plus 2 power phases. The powerhouse of this motherboard includes DRMOs, PWM controller, and doublers. They are exemplary in delivering power and precisely engineered to maximize the overclocking potential, ideally configured to push 700 amps of power in total. In motion, the motherboard brings an up-to-date thermal design with an extended heat pipe and fins array heatsink, so you can afford to skip out on a premium motherboard with this Ryzen 9 5900X build. That's all for today. If you've already used any of these products, do let us know by commenting below. It will help others to a worthy buy. Thanks for watching.